Hello everyone, hello, I'm the Back Shadow and welcome to this hopefully fairly brief update video. Hope you're having yourselves a decent week. This is the first time I've been in front of the mic for about a week or so it is now actually as well, with a lot of recording that's been done in advance, and also the fact that this week has been incredibly hectic and kind of complicated as well. Look at it this way, it's a good thing as it's turned out that I did a lot of recording in advance of today. Look, that's the best way I can put things. Anyways, so I want to put this video together to let you guys know what's going on the channel for pretty much the rest of the month. We've obviously had a lot of MediEvil over the past couple of weeks, so and other stuff in bits and pieces. So I think it'd be a good opportunity to let you guys know what to expect coming up for this month, both on YouTube as well as on Twitch. And then we'll talk a bit more about what's coming on for December and beyond. Hopefully, I'll touch upon that by the time we're done. So, we will start with where the channel has been for the past couple of weeks, and that is with MediEvil Remake Blind for the PS4, since the game was released about 2 weeks ago now. It has obviously been a hell of a pleasure to play this game. It has been a really, really good, well-done remake. And, you know, it's been a pleasure to show it off on the channel. This series is now virtually done. We have got the final boss level to do here, which we're on the mark of, and that will be probably going up some point later tonight. And then over the weekend, I will be putting up both videos for the Lost Souls side quest. This is something that is brand new to MediEvil Remake. Basically involves going back through original levels of the game. It's basically a bit of a fetch quest. It's not the greatest quest in the world, I must admit that. However, I know there's some folks that are listening to this that have obviously not played the game, but I know that some people that have played the game, that have beaten the main game, and I know some of you guys have also beaten the Lost Souls side quest. And I'm sure you'll agree that while the quest isn't great, the reward for doing the quest is... I was pleasantly surprised. I will not spoil it on this video, and I would ask that no one does, please. But, yeah. My time with MediEvil, I thought going into this series was going to be over. Maybe not. Maybe not. On top of MediEvil Remake, as well, over the past couple of weeks, I've been uploading all the footage from the Project Resistance beta, having finally had the opportunity to sort this all out. There isn't much left of this either as well. We've gone through the stuff I did offhand on Saturday, and now I've just got a few videos from the Sunday stream that I did that weekend with the Samuel gameplay, and then last one with January as well. So, you know, it's between the pair of these, there's not very much footage left to go up between them, and that's basically what I've been doing over the past week or so. I said to myself, because we do have a couple of live LPs, mainly Resident Evil 6 and State of Decay 2, but I just kind of wanted to get these series on the channel and done and sorted out so that I can then focus on RE6, in particular State of Decay 2, for the rest of this month, because there's not much left of that series as well to take on. So a pair of these will be going up and finishing off over the course of the next few days or so. At that point, we'll then be returning back to the series that have been on the channel previously. So, State of Decay 2, which we've been embarking on for about a month and a half or so, best part of that. As I said, there's not much left to do left in this series as well. We are basically in the situation now and in the stage of taking out the 10 plague hearts that are amongst Vega Valley. We've dealt with 3 of them. We've not been able to take care of them particularly quickly, but that's because of the nature of the game. But that's basically where we are now. We're in the police station. We're based up. And basically when I next sit down to record this game, which will probably be Monday, I'm reckoning, that is now the goal, is to take out the 7 plague hearts that are remaining and to clear Vega Valley of all of that hell. And at that point, I will call the series basically finished or so. It has definitely, you know, been enjoyable to play. It's been lots of little cool little stories, especially considering that about this point, yeah, shit went real bad. So it's been a decent recovery there. But again, not too left for State of Decay 2. And the goal is to have this series as well, hopefully finished by the end of the month. That is my rough goal. The only other series we've got as well currently ongoing with that is the Resident Evil 6 co-op stuff with CM3. Now, this series has also been put on pause due to the fact that the pair of us have been playing through MediEvil Remake very laboriously as well. Mr. Free, of course, does have all the footage for doing the editing, and he's been basically pretty focused on doing the remake. So once that's done for MediEvil, which again it will be in the next week or so, we do have plenty more footage that we've already played and recorded for Resident Evil 6. As I mentioned in a previous update video, there were issues regarding his mic track for a little bit. We've been doing some work into and analysing what the issue was. We're fairly satisfied we know what the problem is. So at that point, basically, hopefully about this time next week, Resident Evil 6 will be back underway. And as I say, we've basically, well, we have played through not only all the rest of Leon's, but we've recorded almost all of the Jake and Sherry campaign as well. So there's not much left for us to do in that as well. And, you know, it'll probably be a couple of months or so, I reckon, until this series is fully finished as well on YouTube. But it has definitely been entertaining. I've enjoyed it, and I know Free has largely enjoyed doing the editing, although there has been times it's been a bit of a pain in the ass. But he's now also got a solid state drive for his PC like myself, and that makes this process so much quicker, so much better. So that's basically where things stand as far as the series we've got there. So basically, beyond this month, Resident Evil 6 will be continuing until it's finished, which might well creep into the new year, depends on how that all goes. As for what will be going alongside that, we do have a couple of Patreon request series, actually, that are in the pipeline at the moment. The next one, I pretty much know what it's going to be, but I will be announcing that at the end of the month, because I've got to do a quick bit of work in order to set that up and get everything ready to rock and roll, to know that I can actually do said series. And then there'll be some other stuff that's looking in the pipeline, probably about like February or so. So things are trucking along fairly well for the channel in that respect. There's plenty going on, as there always is. Speaking of plenty of things going on, Twitch should probably have a look at Twitch. Oh, Jen's about to do a stream on Tomb Raider. Oh, good. I'll probably have to pop in and say hi for that, as I'm actually in this evening for once. It has been that sort of weekend. So as far as Twitch is concerned, to let you guys know where things stand, the diary obviously is not particularly huge at the moment because I haven't been able to sort out too many dates. I haven't streamed anything for a couple of weeks after we did the anniversary stream a couple of weeks ago. I do have the footage for that now up on YouTube, and I'll be looking to probably get those videos published on YouTube probably next week as well. I'm not entirely sure when that will happen, but it will probably be going up over the course of next week. I've broken that down into the 5 different parts for the 5 different games that we did in the 5 different parts of the stream. As far as moving on with Twitch, as I say, we've got the calendar here. So we'll be streaming on Saturday from 4 p.m. till 10. Don't know if I forgot to put the PM in. And that will be us retackling the 1992 DOS version of Alone in the Dark, which did feature on the anniversary stream. Also, thanks to everyone that turned up for that. It was a pretty entertaining, if not kind of exhausting 12 hours, to put things mildly. So we're going to be retackling the game. Basically, I'm going to be restarting the game because we've kind of got ourselves into a bit of an unwinnable situation. And whilst I am looking forward to tackling the game and all its absurdities, I'm not liking the thoughts of battling of how to run in that damn game. Why is it so hard? Anyways, Sunday as well, I'll be basically chilling on Sunday evening with a bit of a Liar's Dice on Tabletop Simulator. I need to get things organised for that. Mr. Stone, who has been joining us for the Secret Hitler streams we've been doing for the past few weeks or so on the Tabletop Simulator, will be joining us for that as well, which will be good. And this will basically just be a bit of a chill session and just a bit of chatting and relaxing after what has been a pretty crazy week for me. And especially considering how Alone in the Dark might go, there's platforming to be done in that game. Platforming. Yeah, plenty to be coming on then. And then on Saturday the 16th, I have currently got scheduled as well to be embarking with some more Outbreak raffling for Resident Evil. Now that Jen and Pete have seemingly got their connections ready to rock and roll. I believe Giz Games actually does it as well. I might well invite him in as well. So lots of things have been sorted out for them. So I'll be reorganising for a raffle on the 16th of November. I will be organising more dates for the rest of the month and beyond, but I can't do that at this moment in time. I believe I've got commitments on both the 23rd and 30th, so I will have to do a bit of scheduling and moving around. It's a pretty busy. Once I kick into December, things will be a bit more open plan for me, but this month is a pretty crazy month, to put things mildly. Oh my god, I'm going to look back this up to here one day and think you were so fucking right. So yeah, so play enough going up on Twitch here, but mainly at the moment it's YouTube content at the moment. There's been plenty of it over the past couple of weeks, and there'll be plenty more for the rest of the month. And you know, it's all been good stuff. I've enjoyed it. So, if you do wish to, of course, get in contact with myself, then you can indeed do so in a variety of means. We, of course, have the Twitter sphere at BlackShadow993. Be sure to get hold of me. There are definite posts for a variety of the videos I've been putting up and links to those as and when they go out, as well as the occasional massive secret. And as well as obviously ways to get in contact with me as well if you've got any questions and so forth. We of course also as well have the comment section below as well, which I'm still continuing to battle with YouTube as it still does not tell me everything that is commented on my videos. I have been noticing it. It's very frustrating. We, of course, as well, if you do wish to support the channel, we do have a Patreon as well. Patreon.com/BlackShadow993 is a link in the video description below. As I mentioned, there are a couple of Patreon recording series that are going to be coming up over the next few months or so. So they'll be getting themselves some nice little cheap plugs. And if there's anything you wish to contribute for the channel, everything is appreciated. Everything goes into said channel, which is, you know, as I've continuously said over the past 18 months, has completely changed this setup, and you know, I'm incredibly grateful to everyone for everything that they've done as far as the Patreon is concerned. And of course, the best way to keep in contact with the channel as well is via the Discord server. There's a link for that as well in the description below, which is getting fuller and fuller by the day. With, of course, our general chat. We've got our Outbreak Online guide. Don't have Sky Broadband. As well as event scheduling, which is being used by various folks that are doing their own streaming as well. I've got to set up a community feed for that a bit more officially. And then we, of course, have, it would be, I would offend people if I don't show them off, and that is indeed the dad jokes. Yeah. Recent surveys revealed 6 out of 7 dwarfs aren't happy. I tried taking some high-resolution photos of local farmland. They all turned out a bit grainy. So that's going to be all for the video here. So thank you all very much for listening. As I say, it has been a bit crazy with footage over the past couple of weeks. And for those of you that have been following for both State of Decay 2 and especially Resident Evil 6, I do apologize that basically those series have been put on hold. But given the fact that Remake had just come out, and that I didn't want to have the Resistance beta holding on for too long, that's why I basically just decided to just kind of plow through both of those over the past couple of weeks. They'll be done effectively by the end of this week, creeping into maybe like Monday or so, and then we'll be resuming standard progress from there. So I do apologize for any inconvenience that has been caused by these, but trust me, in the long run, it was the best decision. Either that or I have 4 series running at one time. It's a bit much. So thank you very much for listening. Take care. Have a lovely weekend. Hopefully I'll see some guys on over on Twitch this weekend. But if not, I'm sure I'll see you all very soon on the YouTube channel. As I say, the MediEvil remake story finale will be coming up later tonight. We finally have our showdown with the evil sorcerer Zarok. I'll see you then.